Hey everyone, welcome to the Rarible community call on June 24th. I think we're gonna start off by trying something different this week. So I'd love to do a really quick round robin of everyone and just give a word on how you're feeling. Like, what's your mood? It could be whatever it is. And if you want, you can say why. If not, that's cool. But yeah, and then once you're done saying your word, just pass it off to someone else on the screen. So someone want to start? Jose, why don't you start? How are you feeling?
Amazing. I just got my vaccine.
Awesome. Who are you passing it to?
To Alex.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel amazing. We just released all the news about the round from Benrock, Coin Fund, One Advisors yesterday, 6 Months Ventures, that's the fund by Mike Judas from the block and his partner, also Collab Currency, which are great in the NFT space. So I feel really excited to tell everyone about this. I knew this for a while, and I really wanted to tell everyone, but I couldn't. And now I feel refreshed. I want to pass it to Natalie.
Well, I'm feeling stoked about a lot of things, including later today I take my first kite surf lesson ever. So here on Maui, super stoked. I'll pass it on to Mark.
Thanks, Natalie. I am feeling wired. I feel like I've drank probably like 2 cups of coffee today. So I'm ready. I'm feeling ready. I will pass it on to Jasper.
Hey all, I'm feeling pretty excited as well. Getting close to wrapping up on this installation. All the content is out there, so it's getting exciting over here. I'll pass it on to Nicholas.
I'm feeling stressed out, but also hopeful and excited. There's a lot going on, and it's exciting, but also very stressful. I will pass it to Jasper.
I guess I get the double dip, but still feeling good. Still feeling good in the last one. Definitely only gone up in tension, so that's good news. So I'll pass it on to Max.
Oh, did Max? Max left. He didn't want to answer. So I'll go. I'm feeling good. Also, like a little bit like scatterbrained because I just finished like 6 30-minute calls in a row, so I'm a little lost. But yeah, good. Otherwise, Theo, you want to say a word on how you're feeling in one word or two?
Yeah, sure. I was part of one of your call, and yes, very nice day. I had some great insights from Eric, so I'm excited for our project, and I will pass to my friend Luis.
Hey there. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm feeling stressed. I'm traveling. I'm at the airport now, and also got some family stuff going on. I'll pass it off to Luke.
Wait, who was it? To Luke?
Gleuch. I'm not sure how to say that, but yeah.
Luke. Is he still here? It looks like he might have dropped off. We'll pass it to Rolf. Rolf, you here?
Yo, what's up? I'm feeling indecisive, wondering if I should buy some more apes, but this shit's fucking expensive. I don't know whether I should part with my ETH. So yeah, handing it over to Ethan.
Hey guys, I'm doing really well. Had a great day. We're making progress on all things Rarible related and in my personal life, so I'm feeling real good. Let's pass it on to Sid here.
Hey guys, I'm new to the community. I'm really excited to be a part of the gang. Hello.
Nice to see you here, Sadir. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
You want to pass it on to someone?
Yeah, I would like to pass.
And
Yeah, I would like to pass it on to Natalie.
Is Nick, Thomas, or Elliot there? Either of you guys?
Hi guys, I'm Thomas. Very nice to meet you all. It's a pleasure being here. It's also my first time around and really, really excited. I'll pass it on to Elliot. I'm not sure if you talked already. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. Yeah, super excited, super happy. And yeah, I've been like super impressed by the team from the ops team at Rarible DAO. I've started working with them early this week, and yeah, really impressed by the work they did so far. And I don't know who's next, maybe Nick, or maybe you already talked, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll jump in. Yeah, I'm excited, stressed, lots going on, but it's building time, right? So yeah, all around pumped as per usual. I'll pass it off to Penguin if he's there.
Penguin, we're doing a quick roundtable on how we're feeling.
Hey, how's it going? I'm doing great. Yeah, we're making great progress on the DAO House boost for wearable integration. So I'm doing pretty good today. So thank you. I'm gonna pass it to
Luch didn't go, and I think that's it.
Okay.
If he's here. I saw him in the mask earlier, so I'm not sure. Luch, if you want to say a word, go for it. If not, oh, you're there.
Hey, it's Greg from Picnic. Yeah, we're doing great. We're just heads down right now, focusing on some changes, just really making sure that we're going to hit something out of the park. And of course, we've been traveling, so we're just kind of excited to be in one place now and we need to stay focused.
Amazing. Yeah. Oh, Isaac, you want to say one word on how are you feeling? Could be good, bad, whatever it is.
Good. Give one more details. Deacon and I were just like working on some stuff related to the Rarible boost. So we've got our NFT tribute minion. We were just specking that out. So that'll be kind of working with Test Suite this evening. So you'll be able to sell an NFT to a DAO or contribute an NFT for shares in a DAO. So yeah, lots of things are moving quick. I saw previews of Moloch v3 yesterday. It looks insane. You can do anything. You can do like so much stuff, so much more stuff related to like creative ways of allocating shares and doing stuff with members. So keep an eye out for Moloch v3. It's going to be amazing.
Did you add the EAP 1271 to Moloch v3?
Yeah, so I'm actually working on 1271 in a few frameworks. So open law people want it too. So we're working on implementing that into Tribute DAO. Yeah, 1271 is coming to DAOs whatever DAO framework you're using, you'll be able to do signatures.
Very cool. Yeah, thanks everyone for kind of giving your 2 cents. I always find it interesting to everybody's in different states of mind, and we come together for a little bit of time once a week. It's really hard to know where people are at. People are stressed, right, with their day-to-day stuff. Some people are super excited. And yeah, thanks everyone for being here and connecting during this time. All right, so we can jump into the agenda. Mark, do we want to start with a bit of news? Do you have a few things that have been happening to share?
Yeah, for sure. Let me share my screen. All right, NFT news. It's gonna be a short one today, guys. So a few news that caught my attention the past week is this one: Hot Wheels NFT Garage. I don't know about you, but this is nostalgic for me. I used to collect this as a kid, and now we have it in digital form. So they're releasing really rare Hot Wheels, Twin Mill, Diora, the Bone Shaker. It's pretty dope. And then another project that was caught my attention too is this project called The Song That Owns Itself. The concept is pretty interesting. It's an experiment in distributed content ownership where artists and fans can own a song together. And so they built this interface where you can communicate directly to the song, and you can try asking questions and see if you can determine what the song is interested in. So they have like a little chat bot behind it. And if you figure out what the song is interested in or what it's about, it gives you tokens, and those tokens give you ownership, or a fraction of the ownership for the royalties of the song. And I believe the song is going to be released on all Web2 platforms also, i.e. Spotify, etc. So yeah, pretty interesting use case. And next up would be the Wicked Cranium NFTs. I'm pretty sure some of you guys have seen this on the Twitters. Um, Wicked Craniums, an Ethereum-based algorithmically generated NFT project, launched on June 20, and all 10,762 pieces were sold out within the first 30 minutes. And so, yeah, the whole project raised about 645 ETH. That's 1.3 million. So, yeah, pretty interesting. And then, last but certainly not the least, and maybe Alex could actually give a few words about this. NFT site Rarible to launch marketplace on Flow blockchain, and with a good round of funding as well. Um, and yeah, I don't know if Alex wants to say a few words about this, how it would look like, but yeah, that's all the news for this week.
Thanks, Mark. Yeah, great to get a little bit of tidbits of things going on in space. I saw those like skeleton things being sold or talked about. I honestly I can't wrap my head around that stuff. I'm definitely not the target market, but yeah, crazy. Alex, do you want to give some brief updates on anything going on Rarible? You can, if you want, comment on the funding round or whatever it is.
Yeah, sure. So
We're gonna do a conversation later in the call specifically for the protocol and like some in more details. But so yeah.
Okay, I'll not touch the protocol then now. So I guess funding round is really exciting news for us. We've been working on that for a while now. We're super pumped to partner with Benrock. I know probably everyone like read the news already, or I don't know, can you raise a hand who read the blog post about it? Oh, okay. So everyone actually. I know we're super pumped to partner with Benrock because they led the Series A of Dapper Labs. And Dapper Labs created NFT standard and then brought it mainstream once again with NBA Top Shot. So it's super native consumer experience. And this is where we are actually headed with Marketplace. We want it to be accessible for everyone, like buy your NFT with Apple Pay, wear it in your favorite game, use a custodian wallet, just visit your email and password, just completely Web 2.0 native experience while it's on the blockchain as well. That's what they tell you is a great blockchain experience when it's the same as everybody got used to, but on blockchain as well. CoinFund participated in the round again. They've been our best partner since the very beginning. We've been working with Jake since April 2020, and that was a perfect just connection. I don't know, so much added value. Jake is great. Everybody who's doing NFT projects, subscribe to Jake's Twitter, enable the bell for him and read his every tweet. It's gonna pump your project like 2 times. Yep, O1 Advisors. I know, guys, if you know who those are, it's the fund run by Dick Castolo and Adam Bain. This is the Twitter ex CEO and COO, basically the guys that brought Twitter from 100 employees to 3,000 or 5,000. They came to the company like pre-revenue and made it to the like billions basically. So it's the guys that are there to help us build the great company after building the great product. So it's like official that big funds onto the NFT space. It feels like the NFT space is cooling down, but as you can see, the VC fund has I know a time span in their mind of like 7 years. So they're definitely expecting NFTs to be huge in 10 years, definitely. That's the main comment. We are partnered with Flow again. That fits into the same narrative of going consumer ready. That's what we really want. We want everyone to say, "Oh, that is cool," instead of "I don't really understand how to use it." And Flow did a really great job. They have Dapper Wallet, and they have instant confirmation, gasless stuff, all great. This is the news about the round. We've got cash for basically, I don't know, years, and it's gonna be a steady development and a long road. I'm excited to be guys with you. The DAO part is basically, I don't know, the next big thing after the company. I mean not by priority but by time. It's like DAOs haven't yet taken off as companies, and we're going to see it even bigger than the company one day. So I'm excited to be here with all of you on basically on the same stage as our company was, I know, a year ago when we just started working. Yep, on the protocol, on the product updates, it's not really interesting this couple weeks. We are bug hunting. We released the protocol. There is one project live on the protocol. It's Sing, and we are like crazy on all the bugs. Just we hate them. There's been a few. It was a big release, and we're hunting. If you know any bugs, let us know. I can probably read a couple of like change logs, but it wouldn't be that exciting. I guess one of the biggest would be that we fixed 200 megabytes upload. It's when you have a cover GIF of 80 megabytes and the image itself and the video itself of 80 megabytes, that gives you 116 total, and that was failing previously.
Yeah, we don't need to get into the bugs.
Yeah, it's not exciting. Okay, yeah.
Okay. All right. Great stuff. Thanks, Alex, for the context on the round. Yeah, super exciting. The DAO is really in the early stages, and the protocol is really in the early stages. I think a lot of the teams here are building amazing things that are going to be groundwork for a lot of the things that are going to come. So yeah, I would echo that sentiment as well. All right, let me just see, where's my agenda here? So up next, we have a few things. So just high level, we're gonna jump into, there's 2 project updates, Radical NFT and non-fungible people or persons. And we're gonna talk a little bit about proposals that are in the forum. And then I'm going to give some updates on last week. I talked about delegation and like the roadmap ahead for the DAO. So we're going to dive into a little bit on that and what the plan is for kind of like refreshing the DAO and getting up to date and updating our governance. And then we're going to jump into Alex. Actually, Alex is our special guest this week from Rarible. We're going to specifically dive into like what the value propositions of the protocol is. And we're just going to have an open AMA to ask questions about like, you know, where we fit into the ecosystem and where we see our strengths are. So everybody's on the same page. And so you guys can help promote and help, you know, other projects adopt. So, all right, first thing, project updates. Jose, do you want to start off with NFP?
Yeah, that's okay.
You got like 5 minutes, 10 minutes if you really want to talk about random things, but it shouldn't be a long update, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes. I'll keep it focused. So this is our first appearance as a project here in this call. So thank you, Eric, for letting us give the update. So the NFP, it's a platform that will allow people to mint Twitter verified NFTs that will have 3D artwork that will be generated partially based on their Twitter profile. Okay, so we were funded a few weeks ago. And if I can share my screen.
Yeah, let me just give you. Okay, you should be able to.
Okay. So we've been working on the milestones that we set in the proposal. I have so this is I'm going to show you the two of the proof of concepts that we made. So these are already generated based on the Twitter profile. So in this case, the verification we bypass it. Okay, we just go to the Twitter API. We combine the animation with the in this case was Vitalik Twitter profile. And we also tested with a lot of others. We have also for Lindsay Owen, and well, yeah, this is the basic tier. I'll show you also the animation for all the tier. That actually is going to be the next milestone that we'll be building a report about. In terms of the contract, so one of the things that we wanted to do is that we want to have our own ERC semi-Twitter contract that can interface with the Rarible and use the lazy minting feature. And actually, we've made it already, and we posted it also in the DAO Discord, and in the Ring-B network, you can actually already find the Lindsay Owen NFP that we created from our own collection. So there was some interest on this because I think we were actually the first group that actually made this happen. So it's also good for the Rarible, of course. If you want details, we have to ask Guy. That's our blockchain developer. He was the one, but from what I understood, basically we just forked the contract from Rarible, and then we deployed as our own. Okay, so different contract by ourselves, and then there is a script that calls the lazy minting function or something like this. Okay, I do not know the details so much, but again, Gifel is in the Discord, and you can ask questions if you need for help. And I hope that you will have time later to do a little bit of documentation about this. So as you can see, okay, can I see? Yeah. So this is nice because indeed this is our collection. So then we can control a lot of things regarding to this, which I can imagine that for other projects in the future, they also have interest on this to collect fees or to set some custom things in the contract. For example, the different tiers that every account can mint. In our case, there will be different costs, and we'll be implementing that in the contract by ourselves. Again, we can customize whenever we want. The last thing I want to show you, this is the first time that we're actually showing this to anyone, and I reserved this surprise for today, so it was a good timing. We have actually the animations done. We are just doing some final tweets. So basically we have 5 different tiers. I hope you can see the Twitter. So the difference is that as we increase the tier, we get different colors, but also more animations or more effects. So tier 3, tier 4, they get more, well, nicer. And we end up with the diamond ants guy only for the big boys that unlock up to this tier. So these like the base animations, and then we have some features that depend on the Twitter profile. We explored a bit and we decided that we want to keep it simple, otherwise it will be too many things to add to the animations. So basically, depending on the number of your followers, you will have more or less particles in the background. We still have to define what are the thresholds, but basically we have 3 thresholds. So then you can easily see if the person has a lot or not followers. And bonus points for verified accounts that will have, if they are verified on Twitter, the NFTs will also appear with the verified symbol in their hearts or in their chest in this case. So basically, we mine a little bit the profile, and we can then make the correct animation based on this information.
Very love it. Any questions? for Jose.
Please feel free.
I wonder if the body would be, there'd be options for bodies, I guess different kinds of bodies.
Yeah, I understand. That was actually the thing that I was thinking earlier, is that because we have so many questions about gender identity and etc., that some people might not like so much, maybe. However, we are also a bit limited by the rendering and other complexities with the project. So I think at this point, what we want to do is to launch what we have, even if it's not perfect, but at least convert to something. And then if the project explodes, then later we can always add different collections. The idea is to have time limited collections, okay? Like one per year or something like that. And then you can explore some other concepts or then add more features or do something different. But I know what you mean, and I think it's a good point, but it's a bit challenging also to balance everything.
I have a question. Have you thought about using the Rarible protocol to have your own storefront? So, you just use our exchange, you can deploy your own storefront and have the sales directly on your custom domain.
Yeah. So the idea is that we want to use the protocol for users to get directly the royalties themselves. We don't want to keep royalties for us. It's going to be for them. We could maybe do that for the first sale, but I think it will add complexity to the deployment of the contract and the architecture. So I think that I was talking with Guy and the team, and our conclusion was that it's easier to enforce the payment when you mint. That seems to be the easiest at this moment. So yeah, that's a bit the perspective so far. But again, we also want to have the websites running, and then we want to run the full integration and have some people testing the things. And then maybe we'll learn something, and maybe you can also explore something else. We'll see. First, we want to converge to finalize the full approach, and then we see how things will be able to be done.
I see. So you have your own minting contract. The sales are going to be mainly on your site for each of the accounts?
So the claim, okay, let's distinguish between two things. To claim your own NFP, the first is free and is lazy minted directly on Rarible, so the user will get it. So the first sale that the person that created the NFP will do is always in Rarible. That's what's going to happen. What is the cost that I'm talking about selling is the cost of claiming or creating the NFP, the first creation, okay, that they get from us. And then they get themselves, and then they want to sell to their followers or whatever it's their plan, then it will happen in Rarible. This is the flow so far.
Okay, awesome.
But again, the first free version, it's going to be lazy minted directly on Rarible, so that basically will enforce it. It has to be sold in Rarible. So that also, it's a win-win for everybody.
Amazing, great work. All right, up next we got, where are you? Oh, Theo's here. Okay, great. Theo from Radical NFT, you want to give a quick update on what you guys have been up to?
Yeah, sure. Congrats, Jose. It's a really nice project. Love it. Yeah, so we are building a layer base for Arbiter design. So our idea is to provide lifelong streamed incomes to NFT creators rather than an abrupt payment, and they stay aged on their work. And that's also the case for the collectors, because as soon as you collect, you will earn part of the subscription that is generated by the current owner. So that can also be applied, we think, and we talked about it with Eric for subscription model, especially, and access token. So what we have done, we have settled this vision, kind of, write some documentation. We have worked on design. I'm going to share my screen to show you. We're working, we can't share. So
yeah,
that's okay.
Enable that. All right, you're good to go.
Okay, cool, great. I'm gonna share this, where it is. So we have worked with designers, agency, and I think they are doing pretty great job. So the idea, we really want people to understand that it's a stream. So to create this kind of flow and also some pedagogy, we are discussing with with Eric about what is the great narrative to handle. That's what we have done on the design part. The rest of the app is coming quite soon in the coming week. And the smart contracts are getting better. We are especially working now on the super fluid integration because we want to use them. And also it's a layer base, our protocol. So everything will be listed on Rarible. And we are looking to create a features where you can trade those tokens on Rarible. And Rarible is the place to trade them. And to conclude, the front for the landing is built. We are building the app. And on the smart contract side, I think we are also working on the previous collectors flow, which is a bit tricky. So to handle not too much transaction gas cost. So it's pretty amazing. We are doing the current hack money, and we wish to release a beta at the end. So make sure to be here, and that's cool.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Theo. Yeah,
We'll
I mean,
drop
what yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was talking to these guys, Radical NFT earlier today, and it seemed obvious to me that these NFTs that you pay taxes on or a subscription fee, like you almost need a separate interface to like understand what you're getting into, right? And so they were talking about having their own like storefront where you could like list all these types of Harbinger NFTs on the protocol. So yeah, super exciting. I could definitely see this use case being used in like tons of areas for subscription payments or taxes, gaming, all sorts of things. So super exciting.
Yeah, thanks. Also to conclude, we wish to use this call as a milestone around our proposal. So we consider we are half the way, and the rest is gonna come quite soon. So that's his fate.
So please now give us the money.
Yeah, give, bro.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna review that and review the proposal, and then yeah, we make payments about once a week. So thanks for the update, Theo. All right. Up next, proposals. I'll share my screen really quickly. So there's a few proposals in the works right now in the forum. So there's the dev working group, which Isaac posted here. TLDR is that they're looking for $5,000 equivalent per month for 3 months. And this amount would go to either a DAO or multi-sig to reward the various developers in the community who are helping other teams. So like, you know, we have a chat, we have an open ecosystem, a lot of teams are coming in, they don't know what to do. You know, supporting all those teams is like super important. So at least if we have a little bit of money that the developers can basically spend independently, they can just figure out like, you know, they can decide for themselves how to spend that approximately 5,000 a month for, you know, giving small amounts of rewards for people who are supporting other projects, helping projects. I think it'll go a long way. So I'm fully in support of this. This proposal. I'm just going to flash these up for the sake of time. Thanks, Isaac, for posting that. There's also a DAO Ops proposal from Zach. Thanks, Zach, for posting that. Again, similar type of thing, but within the DAO, we have a few people helping with the operations of the DAO, getting things organized. There's various aspects to that. But some of these plans like Notion and Figma and tools that we're using have costs associated with them. So we thought just having a small amount of budget for this group of people to like handle our subscriptions and handle other minor payments that might come up would be a good thing. So thanks, Zach, and the other people, Elliot and Cooper, who've also been helping out on the ops side, as well as Mark. Thanks everyone for that. So this proposal, there's a metaverse proposal from Pips. I have not read this yet because it was just posted today or late last night. So we'll review this. Pips, if you're on the call, if you can come to our proposal review call on Wednesday, that'd be great. And then finally, the ambassador program proposal. Danila, if you're on the call, yeah, please attend the proposal review call and we can discuss in more detail. But thanks for submitting that. Okay. Up next, so we have two more topics. One is me just talking about the DAO refresh and like our roadmap forward for the DAO, and then Alex going into the protocol. So I'll try to keep it brief so we can spend some time on the protocol. So now I forget, last week's call or the week before, we talked about the delegation strategy for the DAO and how we're imagining token holders would delegate to stewards, and then stewards would have that voting power and be able to help govern the DAO. And so this is kind of what we talked about. I made this post in the governance call on some of the milestones that are coming up. So I'll just run through these. So Rarible.com on the protocol. So at the time it was very soon. Now we're, basically have that checked off. Comms Blitz. So we are doing a decent job with this, but I think we do need to do more. We really need to get the word out about what we're doing on the protocol side. And so hopefully there's more of this coming. Haven't had too much time to write personally, but Max is helping, Mark is helping, and hopefully this can keep building over the coming few weeks. Staking contract and UI complete for staking of the tokens. This is being worked on. As far as I know, I think it's in audit right now. So hopefully that's going to be soon, that we're going to be able to stake Rari tokens and get some delegation happening through that process. So there was also a multi-sig signers agreement that I mentioned to ensure that the multi-sig holders, so in this process, delegates get vote, they vote on proposals, and then at the end of the day, they're executed by a Gnosis safe. So there's going to be signers, which are likely going to be, the large whales, token holders. So we're going to need some sort of agreement just outlining what they can do, can't do. That hasn't been started yet. The DAO mission. So we are working on that, or at least Max is. And Mark, they're putting together a workshop for that. So if you're interested in helping out there, that'd be really great. A call for stewards, and then an inaugural delegation party. Those things haven't been done yet. So a lot of these are in the work. We're still, I'd say, at this stage. So Comm Blitz, and then this is being worked on. But in addition to these things and like the delegation strategy, there's also a lot of other things that need to happen for the DAO. And I thought of like lumping all of this together and like just thinking about like how we can refresh the DAO. Like what is like the next like version of the DAO look like? It includes delegation, but it includes other things. So I posted this last night of other things I think that need to be worked on for us to really have like a refresh in terms of our image and like a lot of the mechanics in the DAO. So I'll just talk about some of these and the stages they're at too. So updating Rarible.org. So right now we have Rarible.org, which is this website. It's ideally a place where like the DAO is going to live. This is like the homepage where like people are going to find information on the voting, on Discord, on everything related to the DAO. So right now it's not community owned. It's using like one of those site deployers that's really easy to use. So yeah, we're in the process of making that more open source and making it something that the community can actually own and like make updates to, and it's just community driven. So that's in progress, trying to find a developer to help out with that. This is part of our comms blitz, I'd say, but just articles about the philosophy, the rationale, the core value proposition of the Rarible protocol. There's going to be PR efforts to get in the news and get in Cointelegraph and do guest blog articles. So I think, again, this is kind of part of the comms blitz, just getting the word out. Our token distribution model, I think we definitely need to update that. There was a proposal a while back on making changes to it. There's challenges to making that changes internally, legal challenges, which are never easy to navigate. But it has to do with the fact that investors at some point, I mean, we just got investors, for example. Investors and previous investors were told roughly how the tokens were going to be distributed. So in those legal contracts, it kind of outlines that. But what we're hoping to do is give it more flexibility so we can actually distribute tokens in a different way. And so we have to get some sort of approval and make changes to those contracts so that we have more flexibility. So hopefully that's coming soon. I'm working on that internally. Yeah, the multi-sig changes the members to the members of the multi-sig, and having a more diverse group. Right now it's just me, Alex, and Alexi. So we need the investors there and the stakeholders there. And then there's also some proposals that we haven't finished implementing because we need staking. So all of these things combined, I think, will really be a big refresh for the DAO. And I think we need that to be more decentralized, to have a much clearer process, to make it community owned. So yeah, I just wanted to go through all those things so everybody's on the same page of okay, here are roughly the most important things that we can do, in addition to just growing the number of contributors and people involved in the DAO, helping grow out the ecosystem. So yeah, I'll stop now. If anyone has any questions or thoughts, yeah, feel free. We can kind of open up.
I guess just an additional too, if people are, wanted to participate in the discussions of what Eric has proposed, please feel free to also do that on our Discord. And yeah, I invite you. I'll put down the link on the chats. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Thanks, Mark. All right. So last topic of the day. Alex, are you still here?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see two of you. All right. So yeah, so the last topic of the day, I thought we could just have Alex talk about the Rarible protocol and go into some of the key value propositions and some of the target markets that we're seeing for the protocol, and just have a discussion about that, and have questions from the audience if you have any questions about the protocol or our token or whatever it is. We can just have an AMA type format really quickly. So I guess to start, Alex, do you want to give your perspective on what the core value proposition of the protocol is, and kind of what the vision is for the protocol? Really, I don't know if everyone's heard about that, but I mean, I think it's kind of an interesting topic we can dive into.
Yeah, can you make me co-host?
Oh yeah. So we have just 12 minutes, which is too bad, but anyways.
Okay, yeah, 12 minutes isn't too much, but I'll try to be quick. So basically, the core value proposition of, do you see my screen? No.
No.
Oh, did you meet the second Alex's co-host?
Make co-host here.
Yeah.
The second one is co-host too.
Okay, so basically, the core value proposition of the NFT protocol that we're coming up with is to be the liquidity layer for NFTs. And we all know how it works with Uniswap. But what really happened with Uniswap? So Uniswap has this three-sided model. There is a seller, there is a buyer, and I missed, and there is a liquidity provider. And it's all decentralized. so you can literally call like Uniswap if you know the address of the pool. I'm just using like metaphors here. I don't exactly remember the names, but if there is a Uniswap, there is a pool, and you can actually like buy token and you provide some money here. So and this idea, it was so simple, and it's so simple from the outside. Inside it's really difficult to implement. There is tens of years of research on AMMs and stuff, but literally this idea became so powerful that it basically like will outgrow all the centralized exchanges in a couple of years. It's already, Uniswap is doing like a couple $2 billion volume a day now. It's crazy. And all of that because there is like three-sided process, and it's decentralized, and it's interoperable, it's on-chain. If you have a contract, it can go to Uniswap, and it can call the exchange function and then pass it to the next contract. So this money Lego of being the liquidity part of the DeFi is like super important. And basically, Rarible protocol aims to be the same for NFTs. So for the latest year, we had the algorithmic stablecoin explosion in the market. I don't know, guys, if you followed, but I don't know, a lot of people made a lot of money on algorithmic stablecoins, and basically that was the yeah, a lot of people got wrecked. But that was the hottest things of 2021 and 2020, just because they promised under-collateralized stable coins the same way as central banks works today, and it was able to be developed only because we had those primitives as liquidity layers. So this is the core vision for the Rarible protocol, basically to become the same three-person liquidity layer for the NFTs. Imagine a decentralized lending service. What they need to do, they need to buy, they need to have a place to buy and sell NFTs. They are writing a contract and they want to have a simple call like let's sell this NFT, let's buy this NFT. Now, there is a second problem to that, because if the NFT needs to have liquidity, you need to be actually able to buy and sell NFT, which is at your hands. So it has to have some bits on it. And basically that's orders, right? There isn't yet a MM for order book. Nobody came up with a MM for order book yet. NFT trading is based on order books. So we might see some developments here, but we start simple. We have off-chain order book and we have on-chain exchange that is exchanging NFTs. So basically, we want to have the same black box. So if the buyer wants to buy an NFT, if the seller wants to sell an NFT, and somebody who has NFTs need to have some. Or if they need to have some ability to provide liquidity here. And what is liquidity? Liquidity is money on the market that are making it easy to buy and sell NFTs. So for NFTs, imagine the NFT like I don't know, the Beeple NFT. Let's say it's 1155 55th NFT, or I don't know, even not the Beeple with Top Shot. It's even better with Top Shot. We have this like I don't know, LeBron. I'm not into basketball. Forgive me if I'm insulting anyone here. LeBron NFT, right? Number one moment. There is 100 copies of 100 copies of that NFT circulating in the market. So we can build an order book for that NFT. There would be buys, asks, and bids and asks here. It's the same as in the traditional exchange. So somebody wants to sell it for $1,000. Somebody wants to sell it for $2,000. Somebody wants to sell it for $5,000 or for $10,000. and somebody wants to buy it for how much? Like, I don't know, $900. Somebody wants to buy it for $800. Somebody wants to buy it for $1, right? So this is an order, and this is an order. And what that actually means. So this is liquidity of that NFT. If we have all of that in the smart contract, in the protocol, if we have all of that here, then somebody can with that NFT can go and say like, okay, NFT LeBron pool. I want to sell it. I want to sell my NFT, or it's better NFT LeBron pool. What's the price? What's the floor price for that NFT? So somebody wants to buy it for 900. What that means that if I have it, I can sell it instantly for 900. What that means, I can go to some DeFi project and I can make a loan. I can have $400 backed by this NFT because there is a bid out there for $900, and I would be able to go and terminate that whenever I want to terminate that loan. So this is the money ledger which is missing on the market. So we are not still there with that money ledger. So we have off-chain and we have off-chain non-binding orders. What we really need to do is we want to go on-chain binding orders. Right now, if you move your money that are behind your bid, your bid will just like expire, right? But if you want to prove something that you want to buy it, you can lock in your money. As soon let's get here for a couple moments. So why do these people lock money here? Why do they put here? Because, well, somebody wants somebody wants to buy it with the lower price than it is on the market, and somebody wants to sell it with the higher price. So if their order gets used, gets matched, they would basically have some profit because if I bought it for 800, I can resell it for 900 a week later, for example. So that's the traditional like market maker job. There is a ton of guys like that on Binance that are buying and selling above the current market price, and they're living with it. So what AMM did with Uniswap, AMM basically allowed to automate that process. AMM works the same. So if we try to imagine how this works, so if we try to paint the picture, it would work like this. So there is 1,000, there is 2,000, there is 5,000, right? So we have this shape in our and it works backwards here. So it's 900, 800, right? So this is the market depth shape. So what AMM really did, they went there and they said, okay, let's make it automated. Let's make the market shape the same. Let's paint that picture, and let's allow everybody to just pool money into the same shape collectively, right? So if we allow people to make bids for NFTs, and we can like incentivize them with Rari for just being there with your bid, we're incentivizing liquidity, and we're building that basic block. We're allowing all sorts of things to be built on top of that, on-chain commitment, incentivized. Basically, we're bridging that gap between NFTs and DeFi, and yeah, going to the moon. Long story short.
All right, we have barely time for any questions, but yeah, that was my bad for scheduling too much in the call. Any like hot pressing questions from anyone? If not, we can always continue next week and do another dive of this type. But yeah, go for it.
Curious, if you were staking, would you still be able to vote on snapshots? I'm guessing not.
Yes. That's the main thing behind staking. When you stake, you receive another token, which would be like your voting token. You would receive the more voting token, the longer you stake, and this voting token would be used in the snapshot and not the previous one.
Okay, cool.
Anything else? Yeah, I look forward to talking about this more with the community, and you know, maybe next time we can have more time to ask questions, because I have questions, you know, and I work on this project. I spend most of my time thinking about this, but yeah, I still have so many questions. In terms of like our positioning and like. Anyways, thanks everyone for being on this call. Really appreciated, and yeah, super excited to be working with all of you guys. A lot of really cool projects and cool ideas. So that's it. Thanks, guys.
Wow.
Bye.
Peace.
Nice week, guys.
See you guys.
Ladies.
Bye.
Bye, guys. See you later.
Bye.